Heavy metal shaker. I'm ready to explode.
Hi, I'm Merrick D'Amato.
I'm Matt.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Wow.
We got, well, it's time to tell you about our island home. Metro Nui. Another tale of the Bionicle.
It's time, huh?
It's Bionicle 3 Web of Shadows.
When the hell did we did one before episode 200?
We did one. One was the last one we did before the pandemic.
Yeah, it sure was.
We did two last year.
Yeah.
No, 2002, I think we did one.
2002?
Yeah.
2002?
2022.
The fact that you still said yes was incredible. Thank you.
This is Bionicle 3 Web of Shadows,
When the fuck did this come out?
2005.
Okay.
It's from 5. It has a 5.7. This is about the time I kind of stopped being interested in the actual Bionicle
Yeah, I was
toys.
saying around the same time, yeah.
Mainly because these ones weren't good. These Bionicle figures.
I don't remember much from that time.
Because they all had one arm longer than the other, and I really didn't like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was pretty much done with Bionicle at this point.
Now,
so.
despite the fact that the last movie ended pretty definitively precluding the possibility of the sequel, because all the Toa became the Turaga,
Yeah.
and they were on Matanui. I guess this is a midquel. The Toa Metru returned to Metru Nui to rescue the remaining sleeping Matoran. They can't. They're Toa. They're fucking Turaga now, though. So how's that going to happen? Only to find it overrun by the spider-like Visarak horde and its ruthless, sadistic rulers Sidarak and Rudaka.
You're fucking getting into
My brain hurts.
Bionicle lore is like reading Animorphs. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, basically.
It's so much more than you expect.
Kathleen Barr plays Rudaka.
It'll be a good time.
No, Paul Dobson's in here.
Paul Dobbs.
I think he was a turtle.
Was he?
One of the Ninja Turtles.
I don't remember.
In something.
Maybe?
Anyway, without further ado, let's watch Bionicle 3.
Hell yeah, I guess.
Web of Shadows.
I hope it's good. Please.
Yeah, so do I.
As 6 heroes return home, the city they once saved
What was that?
has become a web of shadows, ruled by an evil queen. Caught in a dangerous trap, they will be transformed by a mysterious force.
We've changed! Hordika venom courses within you. If it is not neutralized, it will take root, and Hordika you will be forever. That's encouraging.
And betrayed by one of their own.
I'll show them all.
You are everything I had hoped you'd be.
Now, they will begin a quest
Follow me!
that will test their powers.
I don't know what's gotten into me. Oh, that's right. Some kind of monster!
And they'll discover that only the power of friendship can make them heroes again.
We'll find a way, together.
That's what friends do.
This fall, discover an adventure like no other. Bionicle 3, Web of Shadows. Premiering on DVD October 11th.
Alright, that was surprisingly really good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I had a lot of fun near the end.
We got some character development, some fucking intrigue.
Ended to make sure that the first story could happen.
Yeah.
Decent action here and there.
You could actually hit each other for once.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like the beginning of the movie is a bit like, okay.
Yeah.
But then like the stuff starts happening midway.
The
through.
thing- this-
starts picking up.
Kind of ignores the ending of the last one. They don't turn back to Taraga.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh shit, we left some people on the island. We've got to go get them, too. So they go back. They crash their ship.
Yeah. And
The first thing we see, though, is the finger of the primary villain of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Rudaka. Queen
Yeah.
Rudaka. Scratch down a red crystal and say, Makuta. And then a shard of it falls off and lands in the center of 6 stones, a la telling of the story of the Makuta
Yeah.
and Matanui. The music's still the same, which amazing. They've had the same theme for 3 movies.
Yeah.
The dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun.
What's it called? What? Web of Shadows?
Web of Shadows.
Yeah.
A web of
A
shadows.
little bit of spiders in this one, kind of. Not really.
Yeah, they're 4 legs, the Viscerac. The one thing about it, though, is spoilers, Vakama turning evil is a big plot point for most of the movie.
Yeah.
But it's a prequel,
Yeah.
and Vakama is just a wise old dude in the first movie, so we know he's not gonna turn evil.
Yeah, that's it.
They're gonna stay evil anyway. But
I
whatever.
mean, you gotta get the characters from point A to point B somehow, right?
Yeah.
Which is a lot of this movie is them getting to the final area.
So we meet our secondary villain, King Sidorak,
Funny guy.
who he's the king of the bugs. He's not a bug himself, though.
No.
Weirdly enough, sends a bunch of bugs out to catch the Toa.
They do.
We find out that Queen Rudaka is actually working for Makuta,
Yeah.
and she's going to betray King Sidorak the first chance she
Let's
gets
go.
so she can let Makuta out. She seems not to realize that, and it's like, oh, and then Makuta and I will rule, and like you. Do you seriously expect Makuta not to just turn around and immediately stab you in the
That's
back?
like probably most feared to the first movie's cast. You don't think he's gonna turn evil on you? Like, come on.
He's the fucking devil.
Yeah.
Man. Like, he is this universe's Satan. He's gonna fuck you over. But the Toa get captured by the Viscerac, and they get wrapped in cocoons,
Get little cocoons.
and they get speechified at by Sidorak,
Yeah, classic bad guy move.
and then they escape after Vakama mutates. The whole time, by the way, Matao, the green one, has just been ragging on and criticizing and making fun of fucking Vakama.
Yeah, for like a solid 10 minutes of just that. He's not nice to the guy.
And then Vakama, they're all turned into Toa Hordaka,
Yeah.
which was the main toy they were selling with us.
Sure was. I vaguely remember them.
I saw ads for them. I never had one. I didn't like the look of them.
Yeah, this is when I started to kind of fall off with Bionicle.
Yeah.
It was around this time. Which is why I didn't know this movie was made.
I think I saw a trailer for this somewhere. What was it? Bionicle Waves. We meet
Oh, the fucking,
the guy, the Rahaga guy.
yeah, fuck. When it comes to Bionicle, I'm not good with names. There's so many that I'll just forget. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, we meet him.
Old Sage Man is on.
Yeah, he's a Rahaga. It's basically like a Rakshi version of a Taraga.
Pretty much,
And they're like, one of them is voiced by Scott McNeil.
of course. Needed to have Scott McNeil in here somewhere.
Yeah. And he's speechifying at him. He's telling you, oh, you've been mutated into Hordaka, but don't let the beast take over.
I guess what's about to happen in like 5 to 10 minutes.
And we gotta go find the fuck was the big
The
thing?
big dude?
The big dude.
I don't know. I remember he just said
Kitonga.
Kitonga.
Gotta find Kitonga, who might not exist, though.
True.
But we gotta find him.
so they can get the MacGuffin to
Yeah.
keep going.
Well, and then free all the Matoran because they've all been
Yeah.
captured by Sidorak.
I think most of the movie is just them getting there until we have him turning villain.
And then Vakama runs off. He's like, I can do this myself, and he runs off. And then he gets captured, and he gets turned into...
He has green eyes instead of red.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
turned into... He gets...
Evil.
Rudaka turns into the dark side.
Yeah. And he goes back to the wise old sage and tells him to send him a message and just screams in his face.
Yeah, when they're going into the temple, but the other Toa don't go with them because they think it would be an affront.
Yeah. And then when they return, they find him under rubble.
Yeah.
And they're like, where's our guy? And he's like, he was here. And then they realize he's evil, I guess.
Mhm.
And then they just walk there. They go meet the funny big man.
And it's like, hey, can you help us rescue the Matoran? No. Can you help us change back? No. I'm like, all right. And Mattel's like, all right, fair, and gets up and leaves.
It's like a part where he's telling them, like, oh, we'll have to go back and do all this stuff. And he's like, oh, so you're telling me that we came all the way over here.
Just to find out we didn't need to come all the way here.
And the big guy just goes...
He thinks it's funny, too.
He thinks it's funny. You know, if I was him, I'd probably think it's funny, too. The cast is, like, honestly pretty great. Like, they're a good time.
Weirdly, Mattel starts talking normal,
Yeah.
which is weird to me.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Because usually these kind of Matorans, they speak funny,
Yeah.
and he stops. Maybe it's the Hordaka infection. I don't know.
Yeah. But that all pretty much, like, starts building up to the final battle.
Yeah.
On the villain side, we see him introduce him to, like, the king.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, I brought you the Rahaga. Is it? Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I can dig it.
All right. He roars. All of them go.
Weirdly, like, it seems like she's Rudaka isn't actually Rudaka wasn't actually planning to fuck over Vakama, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she near the end says, I thought you could have been king.
Yeah.
So she was actually going to keep him around when she brought Makuta out.
I mean, like, he's probably stronger than the other guy.
Yeah.
Probably more competent, too. Considering what happens to him.
But they do eventually get to they get to the tower.
Get to the big tower. They come in.
The five
blazing.
Toa Hordaka come in. Well, guns blazing.
Guns.
It's weird how the different things use their attacks, because the main action feature for this the 2005 generation of Toa and Bionicles, like the Visorak had these, the Rahaga had it. They all had these. Was like a spinny thing that you pull the cord and it goes like those Sky Dancer toys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But the thing is, the Visorak used them to shoot green energy bolts at you. The Toa have them flip up as turbines that shoot energy at you.
Yeah.
And the Rahaga use them to fly, and it's a weird and complicated type of weapon.
Yeah, just like Bionicle.
And it was weird to build an entire
I guess.
toy line around this.
Yeah.
Like the line after this, with the Paraka. The Paraka line after this one.
Oh, yeah.
They had a ball launcher.
Okay.
Which is kind of okay.
Yeah, sure. That's like standard toy at some point, right? Like that eventually happens to most long-running series. Yeah. You eventually get something that shoots out of something.
I know discs were a big part of the 2004
I remember
first Metro Nui wave. I mean, discs have always been part of it since the first first Matoran figures were those old ones from McDonald's.
Yeah.
And because right before Bionicle we had Throwbots.
Yeah.
They also threw discs.
Oh, I remember those. Not a whole lot, but I remember those.
I had a bunch of Throwbots.
Hell yeah.
I had Amazon, Torch, Scuba, Ski, Jet, and Quarry.
I love the naming conventions. It's great.
Fire one, jungle one,
Yeah.
ice, water one, ice one, flying one, desert one.
Makes sense.
They weren't great. The Slizers weren't great, but they led to Bionicle. Bionicle were great.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the first time. Like, I remember the first big time with Bionicle. Like, for me, it was the weapons. The weapons always looked cool.
I had the Tahu.
I think I also did.
I also had Tahu Nuva and Toa Vakama.
I had Toa Vakama.
He was my favorite. He had the disc launcher.
Yeah. I mean, I have to see if I can find those somewhere. I know I probably still have them around somewhere. That'd be neat if I find those again. That'd be a good time.
I had also had Takanuva and his bike thing from
Hell yeah.
Mask of Light. That was a cool one.
Hell yeah.
That one I had a lot of fun with because I got it when my mom got it for me when I was in visiting my grandparents in Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't open it and put it together until we got back to Montreal.
Damn.
So I'd just be like staring at the box and like memorizing the fucking box.
I've been there. The final battle starts taking place.
Yeah.
And it's going pretty good for the good guys. They're fighting.
Kyonga's
pretty good.
climbing the side of the tower.
Yeah, he just wants his ass, bro. He wants to kill this.
Who's that? That would be Kyonga. And Sidorak's like, he doesn't exist. And Vakama's like, well, clearly he does.
Right there. Vakama's like, okay, don't worry. I'll go take care of him. It's fine. And then she's like, no.
The king's got this.
This is a job for the king. And he's like,
Because Kyonga is also, he's big.
yeah.
He's a big boy.
Oh, yeah. Tall man.
He's like a
Tall
gorilla.
kid. Yeah. And Funny Man starts climbing the wall. And she shoots him off, if I remember correctly. Falls all the way down. Big smooth.
Well, after Sidorak fails to kill him,
Yeah.
she's like, fuck it, I got it, and shoots him with his energy staff she has.
While they're doing that, our main boys are having a little tussle.
Yeah, but Matao and Vakama.
Yeah, Matao starts fighting him, being like, hey, you're a fucking leader. Like, what are you doing? And they scrap for a bit, and he does the whole fucking the Star Wars one where he's holding on the edge.
Now you understand.
There's another line too where it's like we almost thought it, like I almost thought it was going to Star Wars as well. Strike me down.
Yeah.
Like eventually turns back good. He becomes their
His
leader.
eyes turn red again.
His eyes turn red again. He falls. He jumps after him, bungee cord style. It's
Yep.
pretty fun.
I gotta say, this kind of sucks for Matao because before turning into a Hordaka, he would have been able to just fly out of this.
Yeah, which you made a good point about the transformation stuff. It's
How
like,
much does it have to suck to you mutate and lose the ability to fly? Must be what it's like being a fucking penguin.
I don't know, for real. As the big man fell, I think it was at this point where he's like, okay, I can finally like kill this guy.
Yep.
He walks up to him and gets fucking obliterated. I mean, like, obliterated. He doesn't stand anymore.
Nope.
He's gone.
Because, Kyonga's not dead.
No.
Kyonga's just angry now.
He fell like a good 200 stories.
He pissed.
He mad.
He very angry.
Fucking just obliterates this guy. Holy shit. There's a fucking flash of light and he's gone. It was great. I mean, they're all reunited again. Nice.
And fucking Queen Rudaka rides in on a giant ass Viserak.
Yeah.
This was a set, but it wasn't as cool as you're thinking.
Yeah,
Because there was a Queen Rudaka set, obviously, but she was just normal.
Sure.
This set, this was the only Bionicle wave to have normal Lego sets associated with it.
Okay.
Like the Colosseum, the fortress with the door and everything.
Sure.
I don't know, Bionicle loses something when it's just little minifigures in the set. Like, it's not as cool.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Damn, man, that kind of sucks.
So you technically could, because there was a full Bionicle of this giant Viserak in there.
Yeah.
But it was just a bit bigger than a normal Viserak in that case.
Sure.
So what's the point, really?
Yeah.
Oh, also all the Viserak, you could buy each of them. But
No, that's price.
the red, green, white, blue.
Sure.
No difference, really, between them, especially
No.
in the movie. They just happen to be different colors.
Yeah.
So, like, some have fire power, some have ice powers. Nah.
No, they all shoot the same weird green energy shit.
It's like the Borok, it's like the Rakshi.
That's it.
Those weird robot things from last movie with the faces.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I forgot about those. Yeah. That's fucking weird film.
Then they all attack her with the energy blasts. And she's like, come on, give me your elemental powers. Like, I already have fire.
Yeah.
Just give me all yours.
Call it a day.
And
Let me resurrect the Dark Lord.
that'll be cool. You guys will be like generals.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time.
And he goes, no.
And then they'll blast. And then Matau shows up and they'll blast her, and it does nothing.
No.
It's like, all right, guys, your powers are like you. You are useless if you're not united. You should know this by now. And then Vakama's like, yeah, but they fucking are. Fire hits her with the fire blast.
Oh man, Sage goes, no.
Because it breaks the crystal she was wearing.
Yeah.
Which releases Makuta, because, I mean, he had to be released at some point. It's necessary for what happens late in the first movie.
In the first movie, yeah.
And in the various stories leading up to the first movie.
And he even says, like he tells him, like, you broke the crystal. Like, you realize what this means? And he's going to come back. And he's like, yeah, I'm not that scared.
Well, yeah, you guys aren't going to have to fight him again.
Exactly. This turns out to be a while before he really came back.
Or is it? Because all the Matoran from Masculite are alive at the end of this, so I don't know how long things take.
All I know is that it ends in a game of Coley.
Oh my god.
Never forget that.
I hate Coley so fucking
Never
much.
forget that the fucking final fight of the first movie is a match with Coley.
Yes.
Hate it.
Hate it.
Hate it. They rescue everyone. They put them on the big ship.
Yep.
There's the quip about crashing the ship again.
Yeah, don't fucking crash this one, Matau.
So all things are good, and then we kind of zoom out.
We cut to Vakama's telling the story to Jaller.
Yeah.
Takanuva.
Takanuva, yeah.
Takua's not doesn't exist. He's become the Toa.
Yeah.
And the fuck is the name of the Gatoran?
I have no idea.
Her Mako, I think, probably.
Oh, that sounds right.
Macau.
Macau sounds right. Yeah.
Mako reactor.
True.
And it's like, and it's my island's home, Bionicle, and
as he goes, this is the legend of the Bionicle. And we all went.
They're the set after this, the Paraka. They did not get a movie.
No.
We actually will get another Bionicle movie. There's one more.
Oh wait, I think I know which one it is.
Bionicle: The Legend Reborn.
Yeah.
It's from 2009.
Yeah, that's right.
So is this movie? Even though I gotta say this is the best Bionicle movie so far. This is actually
not a whole lot that happens, but it's a lot of fun.
This and you got character development this standalone, but this with the second one. I know there's actually something here. There's something here.
Yeah, it seems like Bionicle had good lore.
Yeah. Because the thing with the Bionicle, like how Bionicle started, is Star Wars. The Star Wars Lego is really fucking popular.
Yeah.
So they wanted something with comparable to that.
Yeah.
But they didn't have to pay anyone royalties. Because you're right. When you sell a Star Wars Lego set, how much of that's actually going to George Lucas?
Exactly.
Right. But they were like, oh, we want something with like a big fucking storyline, but we get to keep the money.
And then we get to create cool shit too.
So we get this. And as much as the toy line of this one wasn't my favorite, this movie's really good.
Good time.
Do I recommend it? Probably not. Bionicle is a very acquired
specific.
taste.
Yeah, like you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it.
If you never owned Bionicle, there is nothing in this movie for you.
Yeah.
If you never played if you never were into Bionicles or Lego, there's no point. It's not like the Lego movie.
Yeah, where you can still kind of enjoy it, even though you don't have a attachment to Lego.
Because it's just a movie with Lego. There's something beyond it.
Bionicle is very no, this is Bionicle.
This is Bionicle. It's the Legend of the Bionicle.
Like you said, if you're one of the freaks that years later just got really into Bionicle for no reason, yeah, fucking check it out. It's fun.
Congratulations on bankrupting yourself with some of those secondhand prices. Woo.
I mean, I know some people who just don't even the toys are cool, but they accepted that they'll never get them, so they just read up on the lore and they think it's sick. And I'm like,
yeah, and it is pretty sick.
It's pretty cool. Like Bionicle was fucking great when it came out, and it's sad its lifespan wasn't as long as I think we all hoped it would be.
But it did have though an unbroken run from 2001 to 2010.
Yeah, it was fucking impressive. It's insane. And I only know about Bionicle Mask of Light because I think it was a commercial on the fucking Ice Age VHS.
Yeah, this is better than Ice Age.
It was a good time. I had a fun one with this one. After the second one, I wasn't too sure, but I had a good time with the third Bionicle movie. Very good, very good. Bionicle fans rejoice. We got good ones.
Though trying to read some of the Bionicle lore gets fucking confusing.
Yeah, that's why I've stopped.
Like, it gets to the point it's like reading the Bible or the Silmarillion. It's that fucking in-depth, the shit here.
Oh, you know, they were crazy back in the day. That's when you're right.
But, yeah, next week, though, we have something that won't be surprisingly good.
Okay.
Because put on the fucking glasses, obey.
Oh, fun.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of ass.
I'm all out of ass.
See you guys next week.
Have a good one.